Hi, my name is Aaron and I serve in the Anglican diocese here in Kuching, and we've just recently planted a brand new church called Holy Trinity Kuching. I was part of the first cohort in SPTC and we graduated in 2019. How did I discover SPTC? Great question. At that point of time, I was actively serving in ministry. I was leading a youth ministry which involves sort of regular preaching and pastoral care, but I never really had proper training. And I think one of the things that I was really worried about was, am I really preaching the truth? I think another sort of personal journey for me was discerning whether I'm called to ministry. I remember I joined together with one of my close friends, and at the end of the course, I was so certain the Lord was calling me to full-time ministry, and he was so certain the Lord was not calling him to full-time ministry. And for me, it was this call for church planting. On the first lecture of SPTC was when God just put in my heart for church planting. I've never thought about church planting. And so it was this 3 years of journey discerning with the Lord. Are you really calling me to ministry? Okay, I feel you're calling me to church planting. Okay, I can feel you're calling me to where? And fast forward, here I am in Kuching, planting a church. SPTC has been a huge part of just helping me discern my call here. What do I love about SPTC? Definitely the coffee in the beginning of the class. One of the things was that I enjoyed being in a classroom with various different people from various different denominations. And I think the other thing I really appreciate is that you are allowed to hold opposing views. And so I know in my classroom when we graduated, we all were not on the same page on everything. But one thing we were on the same page on was that we believe Christ died for us, Christ resurrected, and He's given us this great commission to go make disciples of all nations. I think the other thing I love about SPTC is I got to learn more about Anglicanism, and that sort of just opened my mind to just this whole fresh new perspective of the Anglican liturgy. And what I've thought previously was a barrier into encountering God, but now I see it as a means to encounter the presence of God. And I think just learning the reasons behind it just really helped enrich the experience. And I guess for me, I grew my love for the Anglican Church a little bit more. I would recommend SPTC for various reasons. One is because 3 years and you get a degree. And you do not need to quit your job, you do not need to leave your family and go somewhere. You can just be planted at where you are at, serving in church where you are at, keeping your full-time job. So my wife currently is studying in SPTC and we are based here in Kuching, Sarawak. And so wherever you are at, you can always tune into SPTC and get a degree part-time in 3 years. You get to learn from people from various different denominations because your classmates comes from a diversity of background, and I think that really enriches the learnings, but also just really see a bigger picture of the body of Christ and where God is at work.